have a lot of different energy drink things. Got it?
Yeah.
You good?
Whoa, 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 whoa! That, I think that's shiny. I think that's shiny on the first bit of here. I'm riding on the ceiling. Yes! Very handle, very handle. What are you? What is that? What are those? What is up, freaks and geeks, and welcome back to the OCD Dex Challenge. We are here back in Pokemon Crystal. We are at the daycare in Goldenrod. We just picked up our giraffe egg. We have 4 eggs. We need a male, a female, and a living Dex entry. So we're going to start with 4 eggs, and then we'll go from there and see how lucky we can get. But in between now and the last stream, a lot has changed, but not too much has changed. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would. That's kind of why we're starting late. I rearranged all of the boxes. So now we have a dedicated evolution box, which actually overflowed into a second box. We have a dedicated breed and egg box, and then we have a box of all the Pokemon that are going to get left behind when we do transfer everything. That's going to be the Kanto Pokemon, and then Pokemon I'm using to trade with myself for gold. So we picked up our giraffe egg. We need to, or we're about to pick up our giraffe egg. We need to get her back, put it in the box, and then put our Remoraid in because we need 3 Remoraid eggs. Yes, we have. We need 4. We need Remoraid, Living Dex Octillery, and then male and female Octillery. And Remoraid and Octillery cannot be caught in crystal, so we have to breed for them. So I traded from gold for those. So we're gonna put those in and let that work. So I'll actually add our currently hunting. We'll add a baby little Remoraid. But while everything's going on in the daycare, we are going to go back to Mount Silver while it is daytime in the game, and we are going to go get our last couple Larvatars. They are 5% encounters, so we need 4 of them. We need Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, and Mega Tyranitar. So we need 4 5% encounters. So that's how we're going to start the day. Okay, so we got the little baby Remoraid there. Let's go ahead and take care of everything in the daycare. Do you want to see your giraffe rig? I do. It's grown a lot. By level, it's grown by 6. Okay, so it's not terrible. We'll pay the money. Don't really have a choice. Can you pick up your Pokemon if you somehow do run out of money? Or are they just trapped there? Let's see. So we are in our breed box, so we're going to dump off our giraffe rig. And we're going to withdraw our Remoraid. We do... Oh, that's what I did. I also traded my Feraligatr from gold, so we can work on the Totodile line. Sudowoodo has gender variants, and it's an event only, or I guess interaction only Pokemon. So we need to breed for its gender variants. Feraligatr will get us the 3 water starters. There's our Remoraid. I believe that's another giraffe egg, and there's our giraffe egg. So we'll pick up our Remoraid since we need 4 eggs, and we'll drop it off here with the daycare lady. I'm the daycare lady. Yes, you should raise my Pokemon, please. And we have our little baby fish here. Alright. So, we had been working on trying to find Entei while we were trying to hatch all our eggs. We still haven't seen him. But right now, since it is time sensitive, we're going to change him to Larvitar. We're technically always looking for Entei, because we need to find him so that we can get our Ho-Oh and the last of our unknowns. But as far as what we can get in the wild, Larvitar is the last actual wild encounter. other than Entei and the unknowns. Okay, so we're gonna go to Silver Cave because everything else is gonna be evolutions and breeding. So that's why I want to work on this now. So let's make sure. Okay, we've got Xatu. We need to have Xatu in the party because Xatu has Flash. We don't absolutely need Flash, but it is kind of annoying to do it without it. So here's the baby Doduo, which we don't need. Our Kanto Dex is complete. So we're gonna go ahead and just run away from you. Mal, sending love from the anime convention. Good luck on today's Pokemon adventures. Thank you, buddy. How's the con life? Oh, we don't want to fly. We want to. We still don't want to fly. We want to flash. I can see. Okay, so we are looking for 5% Larvitar, which is going to be a lot better than it was last time because we had like 20 minutes to do it. I didn't realize how late it had gotten. We've got about a little less than an hour and a half to find 4 Larvitars. At the very least, 1, because then we can breed. But I would like to think I can find 4 in an hour and a half. Is the most wonderful thing I've experienced. That's awesome. Is this your first con? Ursaring and the air guitar. Which we already have Ursaring and our gender variant, so we don't need that. I guess a 2-part question then, Mallory. Is this your first con? And are you cosplaying all days, or did you just do the first day? It's the Graveler, the grabby hands. We don't need you. Get your nonsense out of here. Your first con? Oh, that's exciting. Cons are so much fun. I'm super excited for A-Con. I've got about a month until that comes, and that's a 4-day convention. And that's one of the benefits of my job. You know, it's paid vacation. So I'm going to get to go to the convention and get paid to be there. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, it's June 27th to the 31st, I believe. Forgot how to talk. But for your first con, it looks like, from the pictures you sent in Discord, it looks like a pretty big convention, so that's pretty awesome. My very first convention was a tiny little comic book convention called the North Texas Comic Convention. It was fun. It wasn't bad at all, but it was like maybe 2 ballrooms and a hallway at a hotel. Like, it was pretty tiny. But I had a lot of fun. And then I've done fan days in Dallas, and then A-Con a couple times. This will be A-Con number 3 for me. It's been a hot minute since I've been, though. I think the last time I went to A-Con was with Darth Richter. 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago? It would have been 3 years ago. Because it was right before me and Kid Hawk got together, I believe. It'll be my first con. It's a good con to be your first con, Kid Hawk, though. I'm excited for you. I'm definitely... I don't know how well mobile streaming would go without doing a whole backpack setup. Just because there are so many people there. So I might just record some footage and make a YouTube video out of it. More Gravelers. I'm pretty sure Graveler's like 30-40% on this route. I don't have that the encounters open because all I'm looking for is Larvitar. And Larvitar is 5% during the daytime, whether you're on the first floor or the second floor, so... So, we're just gonna hang out on the first floor. I know you're here, little dinosaur. More Onyx. Just a bunch of rock Pokemon. No, it's definitely a really fun convention. It's actually moved locations since I've gone. When we went, it was in the Sheraton in Dallas. Now it's at the Fort Worth Convention Center. Like, it's gotten bigger, which is really cool. But at the same time, it's kind of sad that it's not at a hotel anymore, because a fun part of the con at a hotel is you can stay there, and then you can just nerd out with everybody until like whenever, because you're at the convention at all times. All right, what do we got? More gravelers. I just love that animation. It's so ridiculous. All right, little avatar. Nope. Thought if I was nice to it, it would show up, but apparently not. So I'm looking for a minimum 1, but a total of 4. Because we need Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, and Mega Tyranitar. Wow! I love that animation though. Just the air guitar Ursaring. He is here to party. We've already finished our Ursaring line though, so we don't need to worry about that. Onyx. One thing I do love about using the GIFs over here on the side, like Larvitar and Magby, is they dance to the music. Because it's supposed to be their little idle GIFs. So they're here to party. There's Magmar, that's our 10% encounter for the route, which is close, not what we want. And when we did get our Magmar here for this little baby Magby, that was actually our latest capture, he was a pain in the butt. Golbat. We actually have a Golbat because we need to work on Crobat, so he's not with us. That's probably going to be the last thing that we do, is work on the friendship Pokemon, just because it does take a hot minute. Baby Dinosaur, no. Don't want you, little gravity hands. So they just jam. More Golbats. And see, the thing is with Larvitar is a 5% encounter on the first floor or the second floor, but only during daytime, not in the morning and not in the night. So we have a little over an hour. Magmar, okay, there's our second 10%. Newt Newt. Our second 10% encounter, which we don't need. We've already captured you. I want a 5%. See if we can get lucky close by. That's a Graveler. It's a Grabby Hands. So the thing is, I only nickname my shiny Pokemon. So if we find a shiny Graveler in Crystal, the only thing I'm going to change on his name to its nickname is the V to a B. It's just going to be Graveler, because it just that's a little dorky little animation. Golbat. We don't need Golbat. I need a baby dinosaur. So yeah, I'm wondering where that luck is, because a lot of, actually most of Crystal, our 5% encounters have not taken that long at all. Like our Miltank took maybe 5 minutes or so. Let's see. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, so maybe not. Because now I'm thinking of Ariados, which took a solid 30 minutes, and we found like Larvitar! So you just have to tease it and it shows up. But we were looking for Ariados, and it's a 5% encounter. Yes, fall asleep. And the other 5% encounter is a Noctowl. And we found 6 Noctowls before we found our Ariados. It's the wrong way. Master Ball it. Just go for it. There's baby Larvitar. We slept it. We're going to go for the Ultra Ball. It's only level 20, so I don't know if Nightshade would be too much, which is terrifying. But it's asleep. And we had some decent luck, so we're going to throw an Ultra Ball again. There's no shakes at all. Okay. Still asleep, that's good. Ultra Ball. One. Okay. Might be waking up. There he is. He's going for Bite, which is going to be super effective, but he's like half our level, so it's not going to hurt that bad. We're just going to try to put you back to sleep. Good job, Gengar. She's been pretty bad about putting Pokemon to sleep, so that's impressive that she got 2 in a row. And again, this Larvitar is only level 20, so I don't know if Nightshade would be too much damage, because it's so close. Because it does damage equal to our level, and we are level 47. I can't talk still. But Tyranitar, or not Tyranitar, Larvitar is a rock, which usually have more HP. Okay, so we got 3 shakes and then no shakes, so that's rude. Come on. No, you're not. Okay. So we went from 3 shakes, which is almost a capture, to nothing. And you're still asleep. Like, come on, child. Get in the ball. There is 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shake, no shakes. There we go. That is our Larvitar. That's the first of 4. Larvitar's data was newly added to the Pokedex. Born deep underground, this Pokemon becomes a pupa after eating enough dirt to make a mountain. That's ridiculous. We will not give you a nickname, and we're going to see how much health you have before we update everything. 51. Okay, so we can Nightshade them. So let's update everything. The reason that we need 4 Larvitars, though, is because of the evolutionary line. We need Pupitar, Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar. So our latest capture is now a Larvitar. And so, yet again, I have forgotten to update the Sword and Shield countdown. 174 days. So that is our soft countdown right there. We have 174 days until November 15th, which is kind of the rumored release date for Sword and Shield. There is no official date yet. So what the plan here in the OCD Dex Challenge is to catch every possible obtainable Pokemon. That's what this giant number here is about. But my goal right now is to catch all of the non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield come out, which again, no actual release date. Just kind of guessing for November 15th. But to catch all the non-shiny Pokemon before that comes out, so that when it does release, we can just work on Gen 8 and shiny hunting throughout the games. So if we do 1 generation a month, which means finishing out Johto by the end of May, we will be done at the end of October, which gives us about 2 weeks of time to play with, if November 15th is the actual date. So yeah, that's kind of our soft goal, is a generation a month, catching everything that we possibly can, minus all the Spindiforms. If you are new here, !OCD Dex in the chat will link you to a video that explains the OCD Dex challenge a little more in depth, everything that goes into it, what this crazy challenge is, and why I'm trying to catch 2,000 plus Pokemon. So, but right now we have to catch more dinosaurs. So we're up to 422. These next 3 will not affect the accounts because they do not change the numbers until they evolve into the Pokemon they're going to be. So these next 3 will be placeholders because they're going to be evolutions. And these will be a grind because we do not get Tyranitar until level 55. Everything in the evolution box that needs to be evolved by level, in the last couple days I've been grinding out. I'm pretty close to evolving them, but I like to do everything on screen. So they're like probably 2 to 3 levels away from being where they need to be to evolve, and then I put them in the boxes so that we can do it all live. Because that's another part of the OCD Dex challenge, you know. And you can easily say, I've caught all the Pokemon possible, but we live in a world where PK Hex and multiple other programs are a thing, and unless you have proof, you could easily hack it or have someone hack it in for you. So that's why we are here, to literally catch them all live. So instead of just being like, yeah, I have all the Pokemon, or just shiny hunting, we're going for everything. air guitar. It's the air guitar bear. It's the bear guitar. I also bring the dad jokes and the puns. Come for the Pokemon and hopefully stay for the bad jokes. What do we got? It's another Gravy Hands. That sprite is so funny. Alright, so 1 down, 3 to go, 5%. Here we go. What do we got? Another bear guitar. Excellent! I know you're here. I found one of you. Baby dinosaur. Baby dinosaur, baby dinosaur. It's a grappler. And yes, I know I'm saying it wrong. Away with you! Okay, so we've got exactly an hour until daytime is over in my game. Our third Magmar, which is a 10% encounter, but we already have a Magby, so we don't need you. We keep getting close to Larvatars, but not quite. Magmar and hey, there we go. Larvitar number 2. So our Larvitar had 51 health, which means we can Nightshade, but it's been very dangerous because it depends on their IVs. So I don't know if I actually want to do it or not. We're gonna sleep it, and that's the 3rd sleep in a row that Gengar has hit. Good job. We're gonna sleep it, and we'll try to catch it. If it wakes up, then we might go for a Nightshade, but still high risk, high reward. It appeared to be caught. Did it though? It only shook once. Ultra Ball again. Larvitar is such a little edgelord. He's like, I'm so cool. Alright. You woke up and you sandstormed. We're gonna go for the Nightshade. Hopefully your HP is not absolute garbage. Okay, very good. Sandstorm will not hit you. You're in the red, you're level 20. I don't know what your capture rate is though. Probably not that great, since you're a pseudo-legendary. We'll go for sleep. 4 in a row, Gengar. Good job. Okay, so he's asleep. He's in the red. We're getting hit by the sandstorm. One, 2, 3. What? Okay. I'm so close. It's as fast asleep. We're getting hit by a sandstorm. Oh, no. It's gonna go away. Come on, buddy. 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shake. Nope. Sandstorm. It's like, you're gonna put me to sleep. I'm gonna hit you anyway. Come on. I know it woke up, but it is in the red, so let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. Come on. It was so close. Bite. Again, super effective, but 20 levels under. Sandstorm. We're getting beat up here. I need you to get in the ball, please. And stay in the ball, please. There's 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shake, no shakes. Larvitar was caught. There we go. This is Larvitar number 2, which will be our Pupitar. We are going to go heal Gengar, because she got beat up. I was literally about to say, and we're not going to run into anything on the way, but because I thought about it, Doduo, we're not gonna mess with you. Please go away. Okay, so we're going to heal our Gengar here, and also heal our Larvatars. So we'll need to go to 0 down. We move stuff around. So box 6 is our living, 1 through 6 is our living Pokedex. So we'll need to change back to box 6 to put this Larvitar in there. And then boxes 11 and 12 are our evolutions. So one of the Larvitars will go in our living dex here. And then we'll move boxes again. I spam B way too much in these games. We'll go to box 11, which should only have a couple Pokemon, because I started to put them in 12, and then I forget that there's only 20 Pokemon in the box, and it got full, so it's technically backwards, but it works. So we'll go to box 11, and we'll deposit our other Larvitar. So we need 2 more Larvitars, we need for Tyranitar and Mega Tyranitar, so we're halfway done. And then we'll work on some evolutions, time permitting. Ooh, it's dark. So we're gonna flash. Actually, I did it that time. I'm really bad about clicking fly. Alright, so 2 down, 2 to go. So let's look for some baby dinosaurs. That's a Magmar. It's a 10% encounter, which is pretty rare, but not quite what I'm looking for. So the good thing we know is Nightshade will not kill it. It'll be very close. So we Nightshade Hypnosis. Shouldn't be too bad. We do have 4 Onix actually because of Steelix. Steelix does have gender variations, so we'll have a living Steelix, male and female Steelix, and a Mega Steelix. So another thing that I need to work on, Bear Guitar, is Metal Coats and King Rocks. Oops. I honestly think for the item evolutions, I might transfer them up into Sun and Moon, because I have a metric crap ton of battle points in that from Pokemon Bank, and I might just buy Metal Coats and King's Rocks just to kind of speed that up so we're not grinding out a bunch of Magnemites hoping that they have Metal Coats, because we need 8 Metal Coats because of Scizor and Steelix both having gender variants and Mega Evolutions, which I don't know how that happened, but of course the only 2 Pokemon that need Metal Coats to evolve both have gender variants and a Mega Evolution. Most people don't do this ridiculousness that is the OCD Dex challenge, so I guess it makes sense. Magmar. We are having so much luck with the Magmar that I don't need. I actually saw a post the other day, I believe it was on Reddit. It was either Reddit or Twitter. About the elemental trio from Kanto, Magmar, Electabuzz, and Jinx. And apparently Jinx was supposed to be... There is another Magmar. Jinx was supposed to be a Pokemon called Boo, which is like an abominable snowman, and it was adorable. And I'm kind of sad that we didn't get it. There's actually quite a few beta designs that I actually like more than what they became. Or that we just didn't get, and it's upsetting. I'm looking at you, Electiger. I am, and forever will be, salty about that until they make it. Because he was adorable. And he looks like Excalibur. And I can have, I can give my cat a plushie of himself. And I would immediately find one, put it in my team, and nickname it Excalibur. And I don't nickname my Pokemon. Unless they're shiny. So, that says a lot. It's adorable, and I want one. But it doesn't exist. Come on, nope, more rock snakes. And then I also need to update my Pokemon Bank stuff. Because once we move everything from Johto over, we'll probably do probably a YouTube video, to be honest, because it wouldn't be too long of a stream if we did it. But just go through Bank and kind of look at everything that we've got and what the plan is for Gen 3 and 4. Bear guitar! Alright, so we actually caught 2 of them in roughly 15 minutes. It just feels like such a long time, but really it hasn't been that long. There's Golbat, which we do have. We do not need you. We have Golbat for Living Dex, and we also have Golbat for Crobat. Which sometimes I'm like, why are we doing it this way? Why can't we just go for Living Dex? Because you can find a Crobat in the wild in Sun and Moon. But it wouldn't be a challenge now, would it? I sometimes have this argument with myself. I'm like, well, we just do a Living Dex and then a Living Shiny Dex and just try to catch everything. Yeah, but that's what Magmar, more Magmars. That's the normal thing to do. We have to go above and beyond and be ridiculous about it, apparently. No, but for real though, I really am excited to do this because I am very sure that nobody has done this before. So if I can complete the OCD Dex challenge, I can potentially be the first person to capture every single possible obtainable Pokemon. Because then I was thinking of making the math even more ridiculous, because from there it's like, okay, well you caught all of them, what do you do? And then we can just go for, go back through and do maybe genders for the Living Dex, have a full male Living Dex and a full female Living Dex to really say we have them all, but I feel like that's overkill. I feel like that shouldn't matter. I feel like it's the like Meowstic and stuff like that, the ones that have gender variants that are actually different forms. And then stuff like Minior, where it's one Pokemon but it's 7 different colors, that's a different form. Lycanroc, 3 different Pokemon, same name, same number. And Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions are like a technicality. Bear guitar! On the OCD Dex challenge, because they don't keep their form in the box. And that's one of those rules that if it doesn't keep its form when it's stored, then it doesn't count. So like Cast Form and the 3 weather forms that it has, you only need 1 Cast Form for the OCD Dex challenge. But I figured if I'm going to go out of my way to catch everything, I might as well have a box for Mega Evolutions. Just kind of a personal choice. But it is not required. But yeah, so all of those forms, and then all of the shinies of everything. So if it has variants, if it has alternate forms, then we have to get it in shiny. So I think one of the most ridiculous things is going to be shiny hunting some of these forms. Like the unknown alphabet, that's going to be a chore. And Vivian. Vivian is one of the ones that I'm scared the most about, because I'm going to have to do it through GTS, which means people are going to want ridiculous things for them. And on top of that, there's always the off chance that they're hacked. Bear guitar! But it is one of those Pokemon that you have to get it depending on the region that you're in. So you literally have to trade for it. And I think it's the only Pokemon that you can trade in the OCD Dex challenge, because you have to catch the Pokemon. They have to have your original trainer ID. So like you can't just trade and be done with it. Like the couple Pokemon that you can't find in Crystal, I've traded to myself from Gold, and then I'm breeding in this game. Technically, since it was my copy of Gold, that would count. You can trade with yourself. But I haven't played Gold on screen. I've been playing Gold on my own personal playthrough. actually quite a while ago. I never finished it on the virtual console, so I just went and caught the Pokemon that I needed and traded them to myself. So if you were doing this at home, then yes, that would count. But for me, the whole purpose is to bear guitar. I have to do it every time now. For me, the whole purpose is doing this live and doing all my captures and stuff. So the trades don't count if I didn't do it on screen. So there's that ramble. Graveler. Okay, we had decent luck with these first two dinosaurs, and now no one's showing up. Come on, Magmar. Newt. You're not quite what I'm looking for, buddy. I know you exist. I got two of you. There's our rock snake. Because if we catch these two, then we can just fight a goldenrod, put one Pokemon in our party, load up some eggs, and just kind of hang out and make some additions to the dex count. We'll still have to evolve a lot of them, so. The Girafarig eggs would add 3 Pokemon to our dex count, which would be nice. Come on, I know you're out here. That's not what I want. Little grabby hands. That is one of the, wouldn't necessarily say annoyances, but one of the Larvitar! There you go. One of the issues is it does get very grindy, but again, it's a challenge. Oh, that was scary. She's got bad HP. She's probably got 1 left. Gengar coming in with the hypnosis. She has hit every one today. So we're gonna keep getting hit by the sandstorm. She's probably got 1 HP and asleep. This Ultra Ball should get some work done. There's 1 shake. There's 2 shake. There's 3 shakes. There's Larvitar. There we go. She is beat up. Let's take a look at that. 3 HP. Okay, not quite as bad, but still very low. Got exactly 10,000 XP. Bite, Leer, Sandstorm, Screech. Alright, so that is Larvitar number 3. We have 1 left to go. We found her right there. There are posts around saying that there are lucky squares, so let's see if that is the case. Bear guitar! We're going to try to come back to that square and see if we can have some luck with that. There's the bottom one, so. Graveler. Alright, so 3 down, 1 to go. We do have our Larvitar, 1 for Pupitar, 1 for Tyranitar, and now this will be our Mega Evolution. Come on. Alright, let's see if it's true. Onyx. Okay, maybe not. I mean, it still could be. Because we have our Larvitar. There we go. Level 20. Okay, so we Nightshade, we Hypnosis, we catch it. Makes me so nervous. Kick the Sandstorm up. Just gonna give us damage every single turn. We Hypnosis. Gengar, look at you go! Alright, so it's asleep. It's extremely low. We're getting hit by the sandstorm, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. It is what it is. Getting the Ultra Ball here. There's 1, 2, 3. Larvitar was caught. That is all 4 Larvitars. Not too shabby. So we can get out of this cave. Oops. That is a Golbat. Yay, yay indeed. That was not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. It was a slow start, but after that it wasn't too bad. So we'll get out of here, we'll save, and we'll get in the evolution box. Thank you for waiting. Your Pokemon are fully healed. Well, thank you. Okay, so we can go here. And which box are we in? Box 11, which is the evolutions. Okay. Deposit. Gonna put both of our Larvitars in here. Alright, so that is our Larvitar line complete. So now, the only thing left in the wild is an Entei, a Ho-Oh, and the 7 unknowns that we need. So, 9 Pokemon in the wild. We can work on some pre-evolutions. We need a Slowpoke, 2 more Scythers, a Seadra, a Porygon, a Tyrogue, and a Chansey. Tyrogue we need to breed for. We need to evolve our current Tyrogue into hopefully a Hitmontop, which we can actually grab him, save the game, and see if we're lucky. Because when you evolve a Tyrogue, okay, this is our evolution box. We did get him to level 19. When you evolve a Tyrogue, what he evolves into depends on his stats, which we're about to check. First, we need to move him to the front. And then hit the wrong button. When you evolve a Tyrogue, what he evolves into depends on his stats. If his attack and defense are equal, then he'll be a Hitmontop. If his attack is stronger, then he'll be a Hitmonlee. Defense is stronger, he'll be Hitmonchan. One way or the other. Okay, so his attack is 24, his defense is 18. We need to raise his defense. Do we have anything that does that? Raises the defense of a Pokemon. Use. I'm going to give this to Tyrogue. And we'll take a look. I'm not sure how much it raises it. So now it's 24 and 20. So an iron gave it 2. So we need 2 more irons. Which I believe... Can we buy these in Goldenrod? We're going to go there, and then I'm going to look it up real quick. Goldenrod department store. Okay, so iron is defense. Okay. Can you buy irons? You can. Okay, so on the 4th floor, they're expensive as crap. But we can do it. We've got money. It's the magic of the amulet coin right there. So we go across the street to the supermarket. There are 9,800 coins. The things we do for the OCD Dex challenge. So right now, I guess technically we can say we are currently hunting. Oops, clicked out of it. Hey, Hitmontop. Jayla, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with us. Alright, there is our Hitmontop little sprite. Okay, let's see who we've got. There you are. Alright, so we need to buy 2 irons because it looks like an iron will up our defense by 2 points. Oh my gosh, that's so much money. Yes. The only reason that I care is we need to buy a Porygon, which is just so morbid. Okay, so we get into our pack here, and we give it some iron. Use. Tyrogue's Defense Rose. Okay, we'll check on it again, because I'm pretty sure it's by 2. Oh, no, it's by 1. That's not good. That's going to be expensive. Okay, so it went up to 21. We'll see. And that's going to go up to 22. Okay, we need 2 more. We can do it. I hate doing it, but we can. Give me 2 more. A chunk of our money right there. No, we don't want the amulet coin. We use this. Okay. It should be even now. 24 and 23. What? We just used 2 of them. Okay. Okay, we're gonna buy 1 more. You has no more monies. No, you can't do anything else for me. Not the amulet coin. Iron. Alright. It's like, I see what you're trying to do. And the answer is no. Okay, it's 24 and 24. There we go. So I may have to play the slots and try to win some coins as opposed to buying them all just because we spent so much money on this Tyrogue. Alright, we're gonna go back to Mount Silver just because it's their high level Pokemon. We'll fight whatever comes at us. Arbok. It's level 42, our little Tyrogue's level 19. And we'll go into Typhlosion. We're just gonna switch out and do it that way. We're gonna cheese. It did nothing. Earthquake. 15 levels up and it's super effective. We don't get stabbed, but that's okay. Gets the job done. Tyrogue's getting a chunk of XP right there. And again, I love the little gifts because Hitmontop is just jamming out to the music with us. Tangela. Okay, we can just go to Typhlosion again. Okay, so probably 2 more fights. This one and 1 more. Because that was 438 XP. So we'll switch over to Typhlosion. You're gonna poke us. Okay. Thanks. So we'll just Flame Wheel. Which we are 16 levels up, and it's super effective with Stab. That should definitely get the job done. There we go. And we're getting 486 XP. How you looking, buddy? 112 to go. Alright. So like I said, 1 more fight. That should get us there. Actually, what we should do, because we're so close, we're going to switch so we can run. We're going to save, just in case something goes wrong. So we're not stuck with something. Of course. Okay, we're gonna heal, and then we're gonna save. Yes, please, heal my Pokemon. you. Okay, so we're gonna save. Just to be safe. When you're working on these weird evolutions like that, it's always good to save right before. In case something goes wrong, then you didn't waste your time and money. Oh, I don't know how to walk apparently. There we go. Rapidash. I got really excited. I thought that was an intake for a second though. That would have been an amazing surprise because we would just click Master Ball. Tyrogue. We're going to go into Lantern. Fire Spin. Okay. I see the idea there. So we're trapped in the Fire Spin. Which, being trapped in it does more damage than the actual move, which is funny. And we just surf. And our attack and defense are equal on our Tyrogue, so this should get us our Hitmontop. Tyrogue leveled up, 25 and 25, good. Tyrogue is evolving. Is it the right thing though? Yes, there we go. We did it. His little angry eyebrows, that's adorable. Congratulations, your Tyrogue evolved into Hitmontop. I love how you can see his little tail in the sprite. Because on the GIF one you can't. You can just barely see it when he moves. Alright, so let's update that. That's going to go up to 423. And our countdown is going to go down to 793. Which is still intimidating, but at least we've broken 800. Okay, so we're no longer looking for a Hitmontop. We did get one. Okay. So we can put our little Hitmontop there. And we will actually need to put our Hitmontop in the breed box so we can get a Tyrogue. Which is box, I wrote it down. Box 13 is our breed box. Box 14 is the Pokemon that are getting left when we transfer, like our evolutions, not our evolutions, our Pokemon for the babies, like Magmar and Jinx and stuff like that. So we're gonna put our new Hitmontop in there so we can get a Tyrogue. We need to not spam B every single time. Come on, Travis. We need to change back to box 6, which is our Living Dex box. And let's update my notes real quick. Hitmontop is done. And we need to breed for a Tyrogue. Okay, so there's a couple of Pokemon that we can go grab for our evolutions, so that we're just working on evolutions and breeding, as well as Entei. We need 2 EVs. We need a Slowpoke, 2 Scythers, a Seadra, a Porygon, and a Chansey. So I know where we can get Seadra. Let's put Gengar in the front. We actually want to fly. Gonna go to Olivine. Right outside of the Whirl Islands. Can we fly to the Whirl Islands? I don't think we can. We might. Nope. Okay. Right outside of the Whirl Islands. You should be able to get Seadra. I think we ran into some. Let's find out. Pokemon Crystal, Whirl Islands. Okay. Alright, so we just surf. And let's actually... gonna give our amulet coin to our Gengar and replace our Quick Claw. Because there's a couple of random trainers that we haven't fought. If we run into them, we're gonna make some money off of them. Okay, so we're currently hunting Seadra. Run away from you. Okay, so if we get over to the Royal Islands. Hey, look! The water's warm here. I'm loose and limber. Sure, I'll take you on. Did you pee yourself? Is that why you're loose and the water's warm? Swimmer Charlie wants to battle. Sends out Shelter. Level 21, okay. There's Nightshade. Bye-bye. And we're getting double money. Maybe we can make one of our irons back. Tentacle level 19, which just mean our Nightshade again. Mean Luck wouldn't do anything. I mean, it would trap it in battle, but it's a trainer battle. He's not going to go anywhere anyway. Tentacruel. Level what? It's probably 20? 19. Okay. Gonna have higher HP. He'll probably live this. But he's still not very much of a threat. Poison Sting. Poke. Okay. That takes care of that. Decent XP. Yikes, I've got prune skin. Gross. Okay. Tentacruel. This wild Tentacruel is more powerful than the trainer's was. I'm gonna run away from you. Okay, Royal Islands. Mantine! You are adorable. And actually a 10% counter. So that's kind of impressive. Alright, so we'll go down here. Tentacruel. Nope, we don't need you. Looking for a Seadra. Tentacruel again. Wait 1 second. Let's look this up. That way we're not going in the wrong place if we are. We need to actually be in one of the caves. We can surf or super rod for it. Yes, we want a whirlpool. Be gone. Mantine. We don't need you. We're at Colin. And it's a little dorky smile. I love it. Go over here and we go back around. And we've got Zatu with us, so no splash, so that's nice. Okay, so let's see. Water, perfect. Okay, so surfing in here, hey, there's an item. What do we got? An Ultra Ball, very nice. So surfing in here will find us a Seadra or using a Super Rod, so let's see what kind of luck we've got. There's another Tentacruel. Hello! Or if we're just not gonna find anything. Seadra. There we go. I was gonna say, we're literally not finding anything. There's a horsey, which is close, but not quite. Check again. World Islands. No, I actually want the islands, please. No, we probably should. We have better odds. Super Rod for it, so fishing, that's the word. I can speak English, I swear. Okay, key items. Super Rod. What? You can't surf while you're... You can't fish while you're surfing, apparently. Seal. That's adorable. But I do not need a seal. We already have our Kanto decks complete from Fire Red, so away with you. We just need our Seadra here to get a Kingdra. Super Rod. There we go. So it's a 10% encounter with the Super Rod. Let's see how lucky we can get. It's a Krabby. Okay. It shouldn't be too terrible to find one. We did just hunt 4 5% encounters, so can't be that bad. Just because it's a 10% encounter, I'm actually going to register it instead of the bike. Save a little bit of time. Not even a nibble. Nope. Come on. There we go. And more crabs. Okay, we don't need crabbies. The only wild Pokemon we have left, we need a Seadra. There we go. A Slowpoke, 2 more Scythers, a Chansey, and then Porygon we need to buy an Eevee. We need 2 Eevees. Kingler. That is more rare, but it's not the one that we're looking for. So 2 Eevees, a Slowpoke, 2 Scythers, a Seadra, a Porygon, and a Chansey. Another Kingler! He's like, do not let me go. Be gone. I need a Seadra, please. Alright, come on. There we go. The Hook Seadra attacked. Okay, so it's level 40, so Nightshade definitely isn't killing it. Let's go for it. Okay, so we can safely hit a second one, and then sleep it. Let's go for Twister. Not too bad. So we Nightshade, and then we Hypnosis. Look at me angrily. Oh, there we go, Gengar. She was doing so good, it was only a matter of time before she missed. Sleep, there we go. Okay. We'll just go for Ultra Balls. One, two, three. Nope. It's close. He's asleep and he's low. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's Seadra. There we go. So it's not going to affect our counts because the Seadra is for a Kingdra. The male raises the young. If it is approached, it uses its toxic spikes to fend off the intruder. It will not give you a nickname. That will not affect our counts because we are using it to evolve into a Kingdra. So the sprite will change, but the counts will not. So, Seadra. It's our latest capture. Take you off of there. Okay. Now let's go to Azalea. That's not the right Pokemon. And let's go grab ourselves a Slowpoke. Go in the well. We need a Slowpoke for Slowking. Okay, let's see what our odds are here. What the smartest thing to do is. Azalea. Slowpoke well. 15% encounter of Slowpoke. What about surfing? Doesn't show me that. Give me 1 second. Slowpoke well, Generation 2. Surfing, 100%. There we go. That's what I thought. That's better. Because it's 15% on ground and 100% while you're surfing, so just surf. No, dang it, nope, wrong. I was trying to just see if I could catch it, and then I fat-fingered it, so that's awkward. I'm really bad about spamming B instead of A, so I run away from things sometimes. Slowpoke, level 21, let's go. Pack. Let's give it a Great Ball. One, two, three. Oh, almost. That would have been awesome. Confusion's not going to do much, I don't think. No. Oh, because I'm poisoned. Touche. One. Okay. Gotta do some damage to it. I'm not sure if Nightshade's going to be too much or not, though, so... And we're confused. It hurt itself in confusion. Of course it did. Now it's just getting annoying. There you go. Okay, very good. Unless we die, then it's not good. Okay, so Great Ball. One, two, three. Uh-oh. She said no. Great Ball. One, two, three. Slowpoke was caught. There we go. Got ourselves a Slowpoke for our Slowking. It is always so absent-minded that it won't react even if its flavorful tail is bitten. That's sad. So, we've got a Slowpoke for our Slowking, which technically she will be a Slowqueen. Slowpoke. We need to buy a Porygon, Scythers during the bug catching contest, and then we need 2 EVs. Where do we get EVs in Crystal? Let's see. So, okay, so you either buy it with coins at the game corner and sell it on, or you can go to Bill and Goldenrod. Let's see. Where is Mr. Bill? Mr. Bill! Woohoo! Okay, but which one is his house? Okay, so he's in Goldenrod. Eevee. Maybe? Come on, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna go get ourselves an Eevee. We're gonna go the wrong way, though. Fly to Goldenrod, and then we'll put these Pokemon in the boxes. So we got a Slowpoke for a Slowking, we got a Seadra for a Kingdra. We're gonna go get our first Eevee from Bill for either Espeon or Umbreon, and then we'll breed for another Eevee. We're in box 6, which is our living dex. Box 11 is our evolution box. 11 and 12. I thought they would fit in one box, and then they overflowed. And I already done so much work, I wasn't going to undo it. Okay, so we're going to put our new Seadra and our Slowpoke. So now we got to find Bill. And we'll get ourselves an Eevee. And we'll actually put the Eevee in the breed box. Let's see. Goldenrod City Game Corner. Is this it? It is! Hi, Aedifex. Do us a favor and take this Eevee. It came over when I was adjusting the time capsule. Someone has to take care of it, but I don't like being outside. Can I count on you to play with it, Aedifex? Yes, you can. I knew you'd come through. Way to go. You're the real deal. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it. We got an Eevee. That was really easy. And we're done with that. Okay, so our latest capture is an Eevee. Oops. Sorry, I'm adjusting my notes so I know what to prep for. Our breed box needs an Eevee, which is box 13. Give a nickname to the Eevee you received? We will not. So we just run back over to the Pokemon Center. go to our breed box, which is box 13. Oops. 11 and 12 are evolutions, 13 is our breed box, and 14 is our extras, our trades and stuff. Oh, he's adorable. Okay, so Chansey, Porygon, and Scyther. Oops, I still have the Super Rod equipped. I try to get on my bike. Okay. Let's see if we have an egg ready. We've been doing a lot of walking, so it should be. It is not. Okay then. Alright, so we'll go up. It is Saturday, so we can do a bug catching contest. I believe. I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Today's Saturday, that means it's the bug catching contest. There we go. So, Scyther. Because we need a male Scyther, and then it doesn't matter. For our gender variants and for our Mega Evolution. Would you like to give it a try? I would. Uh-oh. You have more than one Pokemon. You'll have to use Gengar, the first Pokemon in your party. Is that okay with you? That's perfectly fine. Minutes. Okay, so we're preferably looking for a male so we can get our gender variants done. And then the only other Pokemon that we need to look for is we need to buy a Porygon and we need to find a Chansey, which we can work on. Actually, I don't know where Chansey is in Crystal. So we run from you. Looking for that Scyther. Weedle. If we're lucky, we can win with a Scyther and get a Sunstone for Blossom, which would be nice. We've got 2 shots because we need 2 Scythers. Paris. But I only need 1 more Sunstone. Paris again. I think we're going to catch our Scyther, and then we'll wrap up. Kakuna. Still not what we want. Yeah, we'll probably... It's about to be 7. We'll find our Scyther. And then we'll wrap up there, because we have D&D tonight. It's normally on Sundays, which is why we don't stream on Sundays. But one of our players has an overnight tomorrow, so he would miss, and we're all available tonight, so. That being said, I won't have that tomorrow. I'm probably going to stream some Pokemon tomorrow, just because we need to finish Crystal before the end of May, and it's the 25th. So I'll probably do an extra Pokemon stream tomorrow. Butterfree! It's really pretty, but it's not what we need. We can just work on getting eggs and working on evolutions and stuff like that. It's a Weedle. Scyther, buddy, I know you're out here. The other kind of frustrating part is it needs to be a male Scyther. Let's see. Weedle. We have 2 female Scythers right now. So we have one of our gender variants, and then it can be the Living Dex or the Mega. Doesn't matter. We'll need 4 altogether for Scizor. Living Dex, Mega Evolution, and male and female. Because it's one of the 196, technically 98 now. Beedrill! Yeah, 98 Pokemon have gender variants. Alright. Which means there's 196 of them. Metapod! It's just like a Metapod. Scyther! Scyther! Butterfree. It's cute, but not what I want. Oh, it's nighttime. Means it just hit 7. My game is off. Because I told it was daylight saving times when it wasn't, and I didn't think about it. And so now 7 o'clock is 6 o'clock. So, for me it's 7 o'clock and my game at 6 o'clock. That's what I'm trying to say. Weedle. I think Scyther is a 5% encounter. More Butterfrees. Which again, you're adorable, but you're not what I need. Venonat? Nope. Anybody out there? Caterpie! I'm gonna win the bug catching contest with a Caterpie. That'd be impressive. Scyther! I know my luck. I'm gonna get a Pinsir. It's kind of annoying that this is the only way to find him. There we go. Scyther is a female. That is perfectly fine because we can use it for our Living Dex. But the thing is, we need 4 Scythers altogether. We're going to Moonlook it so it doesn't run. We need a Living Dex Scyther, a Mega Evolution, and then it has gender variants. So that means then the next and final Scyther absolutely has to be a male. And Hypnosis. Okay, it can't run and it's asleep. I don't think I can attack it actually, because I think everything I have would kill it. I have Dream Eater and I have Nightshade. I don't think a level 19 Scyther has 47 HP. But it can't run from us now, so now we can just spam Hypnosis. And Sleep is the best condition in Gen 2. I think actually in all of them for catching Pokemon. But the biggest thing is it can't run. There's 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shakes. Ooh, getting close. It's fast asleep, that's good. Stay asleep. Oh, okay. She's getting feisty. It's fast asleep. There we go. There's 1, 2, 2. It's gonna wake up. There we go. She's gonna focus energy, which is gonna raise her crit chance. We just Hypnosis again. Go back to sleep. Yeah, we only used 5 Park Balls. The only issue that I'm running into now is I can't attack it because I'll kill it. So we have to catch her while she's asleep. Ooh, okay. Thought about it. Woke up, focus energy. Go back to sleep. Quick attack does nothing. I'm gonna miss hypnosis. There we go. I was like, why did I get to attack twice, but a quick attack, so priority. It had priority. Oh. Child. One, two, two. Fast asleep. I need you to cooperate, please. There's one shake. There's two shakes. There's three shakes. Come on, Scyther. Nope. Excuse me. We're gonna run out of park balls. Scyther, child, why are you like this? One. Come on! It's only level 14. I don't think it has 47 HP, to be honest. Hypnosis. Come on, buddy. Gengar, I need you to hit this. She can't run away. 3 in a row. Dream Eater would kill it too. So that's a pretty strong move. There we go. So we're kind of just stuck keeping it asleep. We've already failed 13 times. 14 times. Alright. Got 6 more shots at this. 5 more shots at this. Scyther, come on now. If I get down to 2 balls, then I'm gonna have to Nightshade it, just see what happens. Because this obviously isn't working. One. Come on now. Still asleep, that's good. I have 3 park balls left though. That's not good. Come on. Oh, that's where I was supposed to attack. One. Of course. Still asleep. Nightshade. I don't think it has 47 HP though. I think we killed it. Alright. No Scyther. Still have 8 minutes left. Do you want to finish now? Yep. Okay. I didn't get anything because I didn't catch anything, so. Choosing the winners, blah blah blah. Someone caught a Venonat. Someone caught a Pinsir. And somebody caught another Pinsir. Good for you guys. I got a berry. Woo! So that was a flop. But now we know. So we'll go back to the center. We'll save. Actually, we're going to, yeah. That's what I said. We're going to go to daycare, see if we have an egg ready. And then we will call that a night. There we go. At least we got an egg. It's you. We were raising your Pokemon, and my goodness, we were surprised. Your Pokemon had an egg. Don't know how it got there. Do you want it? I do want it. Okay, so that's the first Remoraid egg. We need another for Octillery, and then Octillery has gender variants, so we need 3 more eggs. Which is a lot. So we'll put this in our box 13, which is the breed box. Yes. Deposit the egg. Okay. So we're going to save here. Alright, so we did get a lot done today, actually. We caught all of our Larvatars. We got Giraffe Rig eggs. We got our first Remoraid egg. We caught almost everything that we need for our evolutionary lines. We need 2 Scythers, a Porygon, and a Chansey. And then after that, we need to find Entei, which will let us get Ho-Oh. And then getting Ho-Oh will unlock the last 7 unknowns. So that is all that is left to catch in this game. And then there's a couple of evolutions and some breeding that needs to be done, which, like I said, tomorrow I will be on to stream. I'm going to be working on... I forgot how to talk. I'm going to be working on evolutions and breeding tomorrow. So, yeah, like I said, we did get a good chunk done today. We finally got those Larvatars. I'm going to save again, even though I'm like 99% sure I just did. But that is going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you very much for everybody for hanging out today. I will be back tomorrow. Normally I don't stream on Sundays, but because I have to leave tonight, blah, 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 blah. Plans kind of got changed around, so... I normally stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'm going to be doing an extra stream tomorrow because we're trying to finish Crystal out before the end of the month. We're trying to do a generation a month so that we can finish catching all the non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield, which again, we don't have an actual date. The soft date / the rumor is November 15th, so that's what that countdown is about. But that's enough rambling for tonight. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Until next time, I'm Aedifex, and I'll see you in the next video.